Golden! How are you all doing today? Welcome to stream. Golden, I have heard there is something fantastic happening in RuneScape right now. And I've heard this because my brother has gotten back into playing RuneScape. He says that there is now a boss you can just AFK punch some crabber or another. He's been pretty excited about this crab. He's been pretty excited about this crab. Welcome on in, everyone. It has been it's been a bit since the last stream. What was the last stream? Last Wednesday? Sorry. I was texting a friend and was asking had they ordered a card that they needed. Because I was going to tell them not to order it because I had a spare, and they just responded that they had ordered it. And I was like, oops. It's been 3,000 years. People have died to... Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't know you could die to it. I just thought it sat there and let you punch it. Chat, when last I streamed, it was last Wednesday, the day before Worlds, and a very, very awful thing happened. My AC broke, and during stream I was like, I think my AC may be broken. Fun fact, it was broken. Luckily, we were able to get someone out the next day. Also, luckily, I don't own this place, I rent it, so I didn't pay a dime. But they were able to get it fixed by like 8 p.m. the next day, so it was off for a good 24 hours. And it got very hot, in here, but we're good. Wiz, you died too, didn't you? No, I haven't played RuneScape in a minute. You'll pay via rent. I mean, technically, I pay rent every month, and that's where part of, like, ongoing, like, repairs and stuff is included in, I guess. So I guess technically, yes, I pay for it, but I didn't pay for it in a minute. Basically, but it can kill you if you try hard enough. Wait, if you try hard enough to let it kill you? That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, Worlds did wrap up yesterday. A lot of big announcements coming out of Worlds. Some pretty exciting stuff. Mostly being the fact that Pokemon Champions, or is it Championship Pokemon? Whatever it is, Pokemon Champions, which everyone kind of assumed would end up being kind of used for like the competitive scene going forward, and that is indeed the case. They announced it last night that Pokemon Champions will be what next year's 2026 Worlds uses for the VGC, which is kind of cool. Honestly, from the little bit we've seen about it, it's kind of cool that it simplifies the training system, and honestly, I might be a little interested in VGC, like actually playing it a little bit more, because that's why, like, I tried to play. You all have potentially, if you've been around for a bit, you know I have videos from when I grinded up. I think I made it to like the Ultra Ball League. I definitely didn't make it to Master Ball. But honestly, the biggest thing that like kept me uninterested was just the constant, if I wanted to try a new team, I had to either rent a team or grind out and all this stuff. That hopefully this makes it a little bit easier for it. And I'm kind of excited about that. I'm very excited about that. The other big announcements were some of the new cards that we got. Where am I going?
Expecto subscribo!
Oh, did that come through twice? I'm going straight ahead.
Where are y'all going?
The other announcement was about the new TCG cards. Oh wait, let me specify. New Pokemon TCG cards. Where'd it be? Here? Pokemon.com. The new Mega Charizard EX. Kind of crazy. For most veterans in both VGC and TCG was disappointing. I didn't watch the VGC finals. I didn't watch any of the VGC, actually. The TCG, I mean, as soon as they brought out the Masters, it's kind of like, okay, they won. This art does look really cool. I'm really excited about the new stuff here. I think it'll be interesting. I don't know if it'll be great, but it'll be interesting. As far as the TCG stuff, like as soon as Riley and Justin, as soon as day 2 ended, you could have just given Riley the crown right then. It was gonna be very tough for Dragapult to beat Gardevoir. Gardevoir like fully counters the deck. Not to say Dragapult cannot beat Guardy, but in a best of 3, it's just so favored for Guardy. So favored for Guardy. But still, a really cool storyline of Riley like making it as a finalist in NAIC and then being able to win at Worlds. A cool storyline. Would have been a much cooler storyline for the seniors. The seniors storyline would have been so cool. Specto Subscribo hammers in with the 74 months on a 74-month streak, no less. Insane. Thanks so much for the resub, bud. Hope you're having a wonderful day. The seniors, Gabriel Fernandez had a perfect season. Won all 3 ICs. Maxed out their points with 4 Cup wins and 4 Challenge wins. This was it. They did. I actually didn't know this. Gabriel had actually won the 2023. World Championship. So they are a world champion, which is pretty cool. And had they won this season, it would have been cool. But they still, I mean, they got 2nd place with a really cool list. Zork that I didn't think would get there. Wait, what is this? Twitch has gotten around to... I'm glad Twitch did. Sam, welcome on in. How are you doing? And of course, this first place list, which I really want to check out tonight. The Goldango Joltik box. It just seems so silly. Is that a Pika in the background? I don't know what that was. You lied. Hype train incoming. So it claims. I don't know why it didn't go through in your sub alert, but Twitch let you post it. I don't know. But yeah, the Goldango Joltik box seems really interesting, so I do want to check this list out tonight. I'll be honest, most Zoroark decks confuse the hell. I agree. I'm not a big fan of Zoroark. I think it's really cool. It just, unfortunately, just as I feel like most of the trainers Pokemons, they just weren't, they didn't get any big boost. His deck specifically was, did well into a lot of different stuff due to their, due to like the binding mochi and like poisoning it and all that cool stuff. Also, I just realized how zoomed in this is. So the binding mochi helps it hit that, and then if you can't one-shot it, then just ends Reshiram to powerful rage, allows you to win. So why Toadscroll? The Toadscroll is a tech for Goldango. To make sure that they cannot recover cards. I mean, it's a tech for also, I guess, Duskull decks as well, but I mean, not so much because they can just super rod them in, but it keeps them from being able to Night Stretcher them back. But it's primarily there to counter Goldango. They let me post it on sub alert it. My day is ruined. Well, you know what? You got to try next, Emerson. You got to try. Will it let you do it in a gifted sub alert or a dono alert? You know, you really just got to try them all out to see. I'm just kidding. A little sick, but getting better. Hopefully, you feel better soon. But yeah, the number 1 senior list is one I want to try out. But from the Masters, the other Goldango list, Joltik Box Edition ruined most because the actual Tunnel Vision. That's fair. The list I want to try here is for Pipers. Piper Lapede has also had a great season. She's done insane in this, and 4 of them were playing the same deck list, placing 7th, 19th, 47th, and 105th. With a very, I don't know, I guess simplistic Goldango list, still obviously using the Genesect, no TM Evos, but using the Togekiss for the Wonder Kiss ability. Piper said when they interviewed them, I think after, once they won a game, that got them confirmed for top 8. And they had said that it's better to be lucky than good. And I don't disagree, but also primarily because I'm not good. So definitely want to try this one out tonight as well, and see how it feels. The big difference with this one, with my, like, the deck list I've been playing, is it doesn't play the Scizor line. It also doesn't play the continuous coin toss, so, like, really, what's the point? Like, why even play Gholdengo if you can't continuous coin toss? Like, come on. But we'll definitely play around with this deck list tonight. So I'm just putting these two over here because these are the two I want to try. I don't care about the top 3 deck lists. Those are all deck lists we've all seen a ton. At some point, I kind of want to play around with a Charizard, because I haven't actually played a Charizard with a Duskull line. I tried to play it a while back, but I hadn't played Charizard for a while and it went really bad. So at some point, I'd like to play around with this. I don't know if I'm playing it tonight, though. What was the other? There was another list that I was like, oh, that looks really interesting, and I kind of want to play around with it. But what was it? Was it the Eevee Box list? I can't remember. I do want to play more Eevee Box. I think Eevee Box is interesting. These are also all the day 2 people. 127 people made it to day 2. A lot of good decks. No Typhlosion made it to day 2, and no Crustle made it to day 2. Although I don't believe, I didn't see like the full breakdown. I don't believe that there were very many Typhlosions. I think the Limitless Slab page here will show you the metagame. Show me the metagame! There were 10 Crustals and only 3 Ethan's Typhlosions. How did those Typhlosions do? What is this? What is Typhlosion? What happened? What happened, Typhlosion? What were their matchups? They lost. Wait, okay, how did they lose to Gholdengo? So we had the Pidgeot play. Okay, they didn't lose to Typhlosion. They beat Terrabox, they lost to Dragapult, Charizard, they lost to Pidgeot, Charizard, and they lost to Guardy. Guardy should be a pretty easy win for them, though. Yikes. Who is the 1-6? This person played the most amount of games all day. How do you lose to 2 gold? Oh, that's rough. Lost to 2 Dangos twice in a row. This is a crazy run. What was their... They were also playing the Pidgeot build. That's crazy. And the 0-4 1-drop was playing the Zoroark build. They tied Grimmsnarl, lost to a Slowking. Why was Slowking there? That's crazy. Typhlosion did not have a good showing, but there was also, again, only 3 people playing it. So not too surprising that it had a bad showing. There was barely anyone playing it. Someone played Hop Zacian, which is crazy. The 1 Slowking, who actually went 4-3-1. That's wild. A Toedscruel went 3-2-2. Only won 1 game. That's rough. It's a very interesting deck list. Miraidon Electric, not surprised. There were not a lot of people playing this. Oh, this is a very interesting version with Kilowattrel. Not surprised there wasn't a lot of pure Miraidon plays. Most people are just playing Joltik Box. There were 12 Gholdengo Joltiks, and then 162 Dango. That's crazy. That is the overall, the day 1 to day 2. Only 38 of the Dangos made it to day 2, but still had the biggest meta share going into day 2. The fact that a Terrabox also converted, and a Blissey wall deck, and a Milotic wall deck. 2 wall decks, which were those the only 2 people on walls? No, there were 3 people on Blissey, and 2 people on Milotic. Kind of wild. Someone trying to make Dragapult Iron Thorns work. It clearly did not. But yeah, overall, some fun stuff to see. But this is also not saying that just these decks are always going to fail. Like, there's definitely a Dango in here that has like an 0-5 like loss. Dango also can just lose like crazy. They can brick, they can play poor versions of the deck. Which I don't think this is. I think this is a fine version of the deck. They probably just bricked real bad. Yeah, they definitely just bricked real bad. This deck list actually looks fine. But also, you know, who knows what their, just off of that, like, what their matchups were. Oh, shoot, how did you lose to Guardy? Guardy should be, like, an auto-win. Anyways, that is all the fun stuff with that. Ignore how far I have fallen. I've been playing around with random stuff. Playing around a lot of Flareon. Alright, I want to start things off with Piper's Goldango. Piper's Dango. Want to see what all it has in store. We're flipping to be lucky, not to be good. Which, I mean, good is still a factor. Piper is obviously a very good player. Like, their whole team, their whole group is obviously very good. Obviously very good. Want to change some arts. And we'll change you. I like to change the arts to the cards that I tend to use in real life because it makes it easier for me to see it and know it. Energy I don't care about. I do wonder how necessary the artisan is. I wonder what changes they would make to it after the fact. Because I feel like the artisan is really just to, like, get out Togepi or Monkey late game. I mean, only 3 Nest Balls. Maybe it's more helpful in the early game. You also have the heavy Scythers, Cypher Maniac, to set up more cards in hand. No counter catcher. That is important to note. No counter catcher. So we are strictly playing for Boss's Orders to Gust. And that's pretty cool. Alright, let's jump in some games. And I don't know where my rubber band went. What did I do with this rubber band? I was sitting here playing with the rubber band this whole time instead of, like, actually attaching it to the DS. There it is. Instead of just attaching it to the DS. Doing this while walking is always so difficult. Alright, no shinies to start things off. 2,271. Well, I wasn't following along. I know, obviously, he didn't make it to the end. How did Wolfie end up doing in the VGC? I know that was the main one you were following along. I also don't know if this variant wants to go first or second. I feel like it's still comfortable going first because you can still get down the Gimme Ghouls. Also, I feel like I gotta change out one of those Gimme Ghouls for a continuous. Like, you gotta have a continuous coin toss. Didn't make it the top cut. Did he need to go? Did he need to go 8-2 for top cut, or was 7-3 top cut and he just bubbled out? 2 Ciphers in hands for next turn is cool. Rare Candy is not prized, so I have the full Togepi line. It would be kind of cool to go ahead and get that set up for next turn. Kind of don't hate that. I don't know if I want to commit to that this early, though. I feel like I don't need to commit to that this early. I feel like I just need to commit to the setup first. Maybe play a little bit of a slower setup, get down multiple guys. Because I don't know what I'm playing across the field. So I feel like just getting a confirmed setup is going to be a little bit stronger than anything else. And next turn we could potentially air balloon, call for family, if we don't want to go full. Okay, it's Guardy. So we can go a little bit more aggressive in the setup. Because they can't take multi-prize very quickly, so we can go a little bit more aggressive in the setup. 8-2, maybe with a higher resistance, he could have made it. By the 6th round, he was 4-2, then won the next 2 to end the day. Ooh. Yeah, starting off with a losing record does hurt the resistance. That's wild, though. I'm sure it is only going to drive him to run even further next year. All right, they're going to put down the Artisan Forest, potentially. I'm sure they'll want it down, yeah. Because, I mean, they need to set up their board. So we'll probably use that to get out Togepi. I mean, honestly here, I mean, I kind of got to go for the Cypher, unless I top deck like Boss's Orders. Okay, no, they're getting down 2 Ralts. Never mind. I was like, if they only get down 1 Ralts, it might be worth it, depending on the top deck, to stretch and try and take out the Ralts, or the Kirlia, but they only get down 1. The other Kirlia could be in hand, though, or it could be prized, but now that they have 2, though, definitely not worth the stretch. Cypher for... I don't hate Cypher to put Nest Ball for Genesect and Earthen Vessel. Earthen Vessel actually only gets 1 energy. Because I need, or 1 additional energy, because I need to attach. But we could potentially field more off of the Genesect, so maybe we still do that and then just see what our draws are before we make any big decisions. Because we can still air balloon and call for family. We can still air balloon and call for family. So let's do Nest Ball for Genesect EX and Earthen Vessel. Put those on the top of the deck. Coin bonus to grab both of those. Grab out the Genesect. Or is it better to air balloon first, actually? And just go for it. How much energy is in here? The likelihood of us hitting energy: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 energy is prized. Specifically, one of our electrics, fighting and fire. Yeah. We could just hit 1, because no matter what, we're only going to do 1 off the bench. This could just place it for us if we just hit something big here. Okay, yeah, dope. Sweet, that's everything. Because then we Earthen Vessel for the 2 others, we kill Monkey Dory. I'm okay killing Monkey Dory. I'm okay taking a prize here. I mean, they might want to Scream Tail to kill the Togepi, which would be kind of silly if they did. I would also be okay with them going that route. I think we Earthen Vessel, actually the electric energy way. I grabbed 2 more energy. That puts 4 energy in the discard pile. Feels pretty good. I would definitely grab the other electric if it was there. I'm actually okay with ESP being prized here, since so much of our energy is prized. It's not really a huge deal that we don't have it. How many of our superiors are prized? None of them, because I got 1 in hand. Cool. Maybe we should have grabbed something other than metal, though, to keep metal in deck. That might have been better overall. I'd kind of like to grab an energy here. Buddy Poppin is definitely not what I needed. Again, they could target down the Togepi here, which in this matchup, just having the coin flip is cool, but not necessarily something I need. So I don't super care if they kill down the Togepi. If they really want to spend their turn targeting down Togepi, I'm okay with that. Counter Catcher, if they put like Genesect up, they're trying to trap. They could still target down the Togepi or the other Gimmighoul. But they're just trying to trap something inactive, make me waste one of my draws to grab another Air Balloon. We do play 3 Air Balloons in this deck. They're going to research. No energy. Okay. Only 3 Psychic Energy in the discard right now. With Guardian play and only 3 Psychic Energy, I mean, they're only hitting 246. They're only hitting 120. And they have already Secret Box, so they don't have any big other ways to discard this turn. They grab back the Darkness Energy. What's your play here? Because you aren't going to push any damage across, because that doesn't benefit that. I mean, I got Fez to try and hopefully find another Vessel or an Ultra Ball to get multiple energy in the discard to make screams. Hey, there's the Ultra Ball. 2 energy, 2 Psychic. No Psychic Iono. Ooh, I like Iono. I like Iono in the discard. 2 Ionos in the discard. 2 Guardies set up. I don't really care. That's cool. Again, they can only take... They can only kill Gimmighoul or Togepi. Or they can put 120 damage onto one of our Dangos. I'm interested to see what they do here. Very interested to see what we do here. I wouldn't be surprised if they take the Togepi out. No, they do not take the Togepi out. Okay. I set up the Togepi, depending on the top deck here. Okay. Let's thin you out. We do have another Air Balloon in there. So... definitely Cypher Maniac to at least put an Air Balloon on top. So if I Cypher Maniac, I need at least 2 Gimmighouls, so I can do at least 1 raw coin bonus that won't be affected by the retreat. Let's go ahead and do that one. I was like, potentially gives us a piece that we need. That did not, so we will Cypher to put... definitely Air Balloon. If I was hoping to get my other Lightning out, so that way Lavencia could come into play. Definitely Air Balloon. There's 4 energy in the discard, so we recover those to get the attack. I already have Superior in hand and 2 Buddy Poffins to throw away. So maybe we just grab the Rare Candy, because if we grab the Rare Candy, there's potential to coin bonus into Ultra Ball or just Togekiss. Both would be cool. And just put Rare Candy in hand. Nothing else we really need right now. And I would love to set that up. Alright, so we Air Balloon into this guy. Coin bonus for the Rare Candy. And now we get to flip 2 to potentially hit. Okay. That's fine. I also don't know that we would want to. We could go ahead and attach for turn. Really need to pop 2. I don't want to be Ionoed. But we could go ahead and attach an energy here. Just be prepared. They're probably going to take a knockout, but it might be this guy. I mean, this guy has nothing on him. I don't think there's a way for them to take the knockout here. So we could just put all 4 of these energy back in the discard. I don't think there's a big benefit one way or the other. I mean, because that gets the knockout. And if we keep him in hand, I mean, we had to use the Superior. We had to use the Superior to get energy anyways. So we might as well just put all 4 back in the discard to keep them available to us for whatever we want to use them for. Alright, they do have access still just on useless cards off the prizes. We do have Fez if they take a knockout to get some draw. I'm anticipating an Iono here. They haven't disrupted the hand yet. And we got a 6-card hand. I wouldn't be surprised to be Iono'd here. Another monkey, so they're attacking either with a Mind Bend this turn. I mean, because 60 plus 190 doesn't get the knockout unless they counter catcher boss. I mean, they could just counter catcher and attack with what's their face? With Guardy. There's the Iono. Not a surprised Iono. Rare Candy does go to the bottom of the deck, so we will not be seeing that for a while. But we do grab another Cypher, so I feel fine. Feel fine. And we could still Genesect to shuffle the deck first before we start coin bonusing. Depending on who they leave inactive. I mean, right now their bench is locked, so they cannot go for a Screen Tail angle. I mean, this might just be a Mind Bend. This might just be a Mind Bend, which means we might need to grab our other Air Balloon to be able to attack. I really like to Boss's Order. I would really like to take something more than just a 2-prizer. So but I mean, Boss's Order doesn't do anything because we would have to coin bonus and just hope to draw out of the lock. Okay, they are attacking with... They're setting up an attack for Guardy in a future turn because that's a lot of energy to put on Guardy that you... They're attacking with Guardy. That's interesting that they're attacking with Guardy. Okay. They can Adrenaline Brain the 60 over, but again... 60 plus 190 is 250. They aren't even going to move it over to the one they're attacking. Potentially trying to... I think they're trying to set up a Devo play. I think they're trying to set up Devo. So... I think we need to try and get... Do we play Picnic Basket? Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Do we play Picnic Basket? We do not. Our only heal is from Monkey, which we cannot reach. Okay, so I do just need Rare Candy. We potentially take 3 prizes here. But here's the thing. I don't have enough energy to take a knockout here. I do not have enough energy to take a knockout here. So we are not going to stretch for the Rare Candy. Instead, I think we Cypher for energy or superior energy retrieval and balloon. Grab the 2 of those, run into this guy. Because 4, that's 310. We would just need to hit 1 extra energy. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. And potentially we could either hit the grass energy that's left, or we could hit the... Or the hit with... No, the Night Stretcher doesn't help us. We would need to hit the grass energy. Oh, God, that's awful. Okay, if I don't grab the balloon and just grab the grass energy, I have to attach. That's still the same thing. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I need this grass energy, and I have no way to get it out of deck. Oh, God, so we just have to raw draw into it. We just have to raw draw into the energy. Please? No! Alright, do we just pass here? Because, I mean, we only hit for 300. And they can just Adrenaline Brain that right back up. I think we just... Low-key... I mean, right now they only have 20 damage they could push over. 190 doesn't kill us unless they push it. I think we just pass here. Oh, that feels bad. That feels bad, but I don't really see another out here. Yeah, that feels bad. I hope their last Iona was prized, because I really need to keep this hand. Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. See, this is why I don't love Cypher Maniac. You get 2 cards, sure. I guess your support for turn. I can't boss. If I could have bossed here, I would have felt better. They counter catcher again, Devo. All of my Goldangos are gone. No, they would need to punch Dango first. They need to punch the one on the bench first. Never mind. They can't punch and Devo in the same turn. What am I talking about? Chat, I've only done 1 soft reset in this entire stream. They are just punching the Devo. Or maybe they're just prepping for it. Maybe because they would need to get more energy in the discard to be able to use the other one to get my active. Because right now, only the 2 on the bench die. Don't put 2 more energy in the discard. No! That's crazy. If only just that 1 energy wasn't prized. We just had access to 1 more energy. Okay, no, they just go for the Devo. That's weird. They definitely could have played that better. Oh no, because that one's 50. Oh no, that one's 50. That's why. I forgot that one was a 50. I was like, why didn't they put damage over? Because they didn't have to. That's great. Low key, a great play. I forgot that one had 50. I always forget that the Call for Family one only has 50 HP. Truly a fantastic play. Truly a fantastic play. Put you down. Put you down just to thin the deck. All we're trying to do here is thin the deck. All we're trying to do here is thin the deck. All we're trying to do here is thin the deck. I mean, I could definitely grab back 5 boss kill Fez. I don't know that they have anything super cool to do this turn. Yeah, I don't know that they have anything super cool to do otherwise this turn. $190 plus 20. I mean, 190 plus 60. So, I mean, they can get the kill. That's what sucks. Okay, well, hold up a second. Let's Genesect. Let me look at my deck before I make a decision here. We play no counter catcher. Just remembered that. I was gonna say we could counter catcher. This would be a great counter catcher angle. I need the stretcher. The stretcher is what I needed. That's not great. That's not great. Okay, but all this energy is still here, so they would only be able to put 3 energy, but it's still enough for them to get the kill. Chat, I do think we lose here. I do think we lose here. Because we're only we're only hitting for 200, so we aren't even hitting enough to take the knockout anyways. We aren't even hitting enough to take the knockout anyways. We don't even get the knockout anyways. Prizing was really bad to us in this one. Prizing was very bad to us in this one. Wow. Okay. Wow. Prizing was so bad. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. They have no more hand disruption. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But they do have knockout here. Because they just have to Adrenabrain over damage. And it's pretty easy for them to get the knockout here. This isn't a game-winning move, but it means they only need boss for game to just boss up literally anything else with an Adrenabrain. Because they can retreat off to get it. But we should hopefully hit enough here off the Fez and everything that we can get the knockout. I truly hope so. They only need one prize. Gonna be very easy for them to reach it. With the 3 energy I'd put in the discard if I take the kill, but I'm not taking the kill because my plan is to boss kill Fez so that way they can't put more damage on board. That is my goal here, to not put more damage on board. So we do need to boss his order here because I do not want more damage on board. That. I just do not want more damage on board for them to play around with. But again, all they need is boss for game. All they need is boss for game. Oh, you know what? I could have bossed and... Oh, that was a misplay, chat. I did misplay. I didn't see Mew. I could have killed Mew. I could have killed Mew last turn, chat. I misplayed. Because I had 4 in hand. I could have killed Mew last turn. This is the first game of the night, so cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. It's the first game of the night. Show me the boss. Show me the boss. Okay, we're just an earthen vessel, actually. Okay, that's cool too. Actually, no, that's only 40 damage. That doesn't get them. That doesn't reach Togepi. That doesn't reach Togepi. But I mean, I also still don't have game. How many superiors have I used? 3. I only have 1 more. I could get all my energy back. That's not enough. Oh wait, but I have ESP to search out the grass energy, so I actually do have the knockout. I don't think an additional monkey does anything for them. Actually, it does. They have game. I don't know if they see it, though. They do have game. I don't know if they see it, though. They do have game. Okay, they had game. They had game. They have 3 energy in here. They Adrenabrain all 3 energy for 60 total damage. All 3 of their monkeys, they push it to the Togepi. They take their last prize card. That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. All my air balloons are gone. I don't know what we do here, actually. Because there's no way for me to get you out of active other than a Turo, and that doesn't do anything for me. That does nothing for me. We have nothing to run to. I think we just go for the coin flip. I think we just go for the coin flip here and see if we can get there. Oh wait, I can't take it. Oh, I can't take it. Because I can't superior. I needed to hit it there to be able to get it. Do we try for the knockout here? Surely not. Surely we go for a, I mean, a boss angle doesn't really do anything either. Sure. Sure. I don't know. Oh, you know, I should have just Turo Togepi there. I should have just Turo Togepi there. That was stupid. Oh, that was so stupid. I bet they were stupid first, so it's fine. They were stupid first, so it's fine. But I don't think they have enough damage now to get Togepi, so we're fine. But they can get the knockout here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I misplayed because I could have killed the Mew earlier. That was a heavy misplay not taking out the Mew. I don't know why they don't run a cat. This is Piper's list. I don't know what their reasoning for not running the counter catcher is. I don't know what you would cut to fit the counter catcher in, but I feel like counter catcher is so strong, especially with heavy Cypher Maniac, because you can't Cypher and boss. And I feel like early game you're primarily ciphering, but I mean I could be wrong. It's been a minute since I've played a Cypher build, and I don't really remember what my NAIC build was. I was playing a counter catcher there, only 3 Cypher and only 2 boss. I mean, obviously her list got her 7th place, but you also have to remember that she's a better player than I am. You also have to remember that she's just better than me. So that factors into it a lot. That factors into it a lot. Alright, I want to try out this Joltik list. I want to try out this Joltik Dingo. It seems interesting. It seems fun. It seems cool. I was big on Dango when it first released. Or not Dango. I was big on Joltik Box when it first became a big thing. Slept on it hard afterwards because in my area there was just a lot of Bolt at the time and it was not a good time. Joltik. What are they calling this deck? Goldango Joltik. Joldango. Good old Joldango. That's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm calling it. Main idea of the deck. Set up Joltik. Power up stuff. Get some Goldangos ready. You superior them back. You can also... I feel like Penny would be better than Turo, though. Right? Because you could Penny hands when it still has energy on it. Put energy in hand and attack with Goldango. Turo, you would also put it in discard. I don't know. I feel like Penny would be stronger. Because Turo just picks up Dangos, which, I mean, it's not bad to be able to pick up Dangos. I feel like just having the option could be good. I don't know. We'll play it as is. Penny is used. Not in their deck. Their deck is just the Turo. But I do think in one of the Masters deck list, I think it was Shin. Let me find his deck list. Where you at? Where are you at? I want to say they were using the Penny. I gotta scroll until I find it. Wait, where are they at? What? What? Where's their deck list? Oh wait, am I still looking at seniors? I'm still looking at seniors, that's why. Do I want to go first? With this deck list, no. With this deck list, no. Okay, Latias is something. Latias, Nestball, Miraidon, right? Does it play Miraidon? It does. Nestball, for all that, let's start the Laddie. Let's start the Laddie. Okay. Oh wait, was Grant just playing regular Dango? Oh no, he was playing the Charcadet one. That's the other one I want to check out. He was playing the Charcadet one. That's why I remembered I had his name on my mind. I do want to check out his deck list as well. The Joltik number placed 16th in Masters. Was not playing Turo or Penny. Could go for a Brock scouting angle here, actually. Oh, wait, I have no energy! Wait, I got no energy! What's that all about? No energy? What's that all about? It's crazy. Carly, how you doing? Welcome on in. Okay. I guess we'll just put down the Miraidon. Miraidon finds that for us later. We're fine. Like, we have a turn here that I'm not too concerned. Is Brock scouting worth anything right now? I mean, thinning the deck is always worth something. Make them have to boss if they want it. And we could just grab it. I think grabbing 2 basics is better. We got Genesect. Play down the Gimme Ghoul. Have 2 Gimme Ghouls in play. I don't know. That feels pretty strong. It might not be. It might not be. It might not be. Maybe not for theirs, but Phil didn't. I'm pretty sure I saw people run Penny as well. Personally, with Dango Joltik, if I were to run Zoro, if I were to run Zoro, I'd just run a Devo because Iron Hands doesn't do much to anything because no advantage to the Tosul is pointless. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, it definitely does have some suffering matchups. It definitely does suffer from a lot of matchups. They're just going to go for a Itchy Pollen here. I mean, we're still a turn behind in setup. It's not very good right now, chat. We're a turn behind in setting up. Really, we just whiffed energy. We just whiffed energy there real bad. Real bad. We whiffed that energy. Probably should have just went ahead and put Joltik down. I don't think Pikachu is worth anything in this matchup. Maybe it is. I feel like we need Dango to deal with that guy once they get evolved. I just put Joltik. Joltik in hands. Would love to hit energy. But I can't use an item to get the energy. Chat, what am I doing? Chat, what am I doing? What am I doing? 11 energy. Couldn't hit any of it. I'm fine with Iono here. Potentially give me some energy. Like, we're so far behind in setup right now, it's not even funny. We are so far behind. That I don't even know if it's worth setting up the hands at this point. Okay, they didn't get much more done, so we will go for the setup. We will go for a jolting charge setup and just go for that. Oh my god, it's just so bad. So bad. This is my first time playing this as well, so I'm probably not playing a lot of these lines correctly. Probably playing a lot of these lines pretty poorly. Big research here. They're trying to find something to get Duskull out of active. I mean, a Dusk Clops gets it out of active. Pop it, kill Joltik, force me to send up something for you to Phantom Dive into. Feels pretty good. I either give you a 2-prizer in Latias, a 1-prizer in Gimme Ghoul, or I let you heavily hurt Iron Hands. Like, that feels pretty good to me. Yeah, this just does feel very, very slow. But again, it's not the deck, it's the player. If the player is bad, the deck will be bad. Please don't get anything. Don't get out of active. Let me have it. Let me have it, please. Okay, that's pretty good. That feels good. Pass it over here. Let's go, chat. We get to do something. Chat, we get to do something. 1 bonus for 1. Let's go ahead and jolting charge. I'm just kidding. We're gonna retreat into you. I think we go ahead and attach. Go and attach Metal Energy here, assuming that they're going to punch. They're going to take a knockout, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and get this guy prepped. We'll go ahead and go for the Amp very much. Because, I mean, the only way they take out Iron Hands next turn is by popping Dusclops. Popping Dusclops is the only way they take out hands, unless they play, for some reason, Black Belt. But they don't. They're playing Hilda to grab the Dusclops, and probably their Neo Upper Energy just to get it prepped onto one of their other Lokes. We will take an additional prize here when they pop it, but that doesn't really help me all that much. I've been really bad on resets today. I've only done 2 resets this entire stream. I mean, if they don't pop this Dusclops, I just run away with the game. Recon directive. Getting pretty close to a mile. Once I walk the mile, we'll probably hop off the treadmill, so I can focus a little bit better on resets. Ooh, okay, counter catcher for Latias also makes sense. They can take 3 prizes by killing the Joltik. I don't know if they care about that, though. They might hold it. I mean, I think I would rather hold up bench space. Okay, they actually take 4 prizes. They can actually take 4 prizes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can they take game? I was like, they grab back the plops. No, they just put that to bench this turn. And they won't be able to use it if we take a knockout. It's gonna be difficult to take a knockout with hands there. Good spread. I think we need to promote Dango. And our hope is to hit Turo. I think we need to hit Turo. that's really our only out here. I don't think Petrol's the out. Because they only need 2 prizes here. What does Petrol give us? Anything? No. I think we have to go Fez. I didn't want to bench it, but I need it. Okay. Nope. Still don't think that's very helpful. Still don't think that's very helpful. Genesect to get the other Dango out. Get 1 more coin bonus, potentially hit a gear. Like, how have we missed all the Poke Gears? How have we missed all the Poke Gears? Oh, I just put the Gimme Ghoul down this turn, so never mind. We're only hitting 150 here. And I guess I could go for... I guess Prime Catcher. I guess Prime Catcher is prized. Prime Catcher is prized! I guess it helps if we look at what our prizes are. I guess that helps a lot. I guess that helps if we look at what our prizes are. I guess that would help if we did prize check. I guess that would play to our benefit if we prize checked. Would probably be a pretty big benefit. Prize checking. We're only hitting 300. Yeah, I think they just take game there. We hit 300. Is there anything I can charm to protect? Not really. And even the Bravery, or the Jamming Tower. Big unfortunate time here. We just needed, I mean, there were so many outs and we just whiffed them all. We just whiffed all the outs. You hate to see it. You truly hate to see it. I mean, if they somehow whiff it this turn, I don't think they can whiff it though. But if they do somehow whiff it, but I don't think they do whiff it. I mean, I think they get it. I think they get it every time. Because they pop the... I mean, they need Dusclops and... Actually... They don't have a 3-price turn here, do they? Dusk Noir gets them a 3-price turn. Because there's no 2-prizer that they can take with just Dragapult. So wait, maybe we're okay. Maybe I'm okay. Actually... Because they Boss, but Boss gets them no 2-prizer because they only put 1 damage on Miraidon. They should have put the 1... Or they should... Well... They should have left Joltik. There was no reason to kill the Joltik. They should have definitely killed... Or put more damage on the Miraidon and left the Joltik alone. I mean, they might have been afraid I was going to Evo it. But we didn't Evo it, so it's fine. Alright, what is our outs here? Oh, our outs here is just retreat and amp you very much for 3 prizes! Let's go! Superior for an energy, retreat to hands, amp you very much for 3 prizes. You'll love to see it. No, wait, don't! Wait, no! Wait, no! Wait, game, no, I have game! Okay, they conceded. They were like, show me the superior. That would have been really cool. I wish I could have pressed my button there. Okay. And that was the deck bricking at the beginning. I genuinely did not think we had a win there. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I thought that was gonna be a loss every time. Chat, we have walked a mile. I'm going to go slightly over the mile here. Chat, we actually won a game. I'm going to go slightly over the mile here. Just because I always like to go a little bit. By cheating, obviously. By crying and not getting any cards. And then they finally gave me a card, and it was the one I wanted. Alright, let's go 2 miles an hour. I just want to get like a little bit over so that way I know for a fact I walked a mile, because I don't trust it sometimes when it says I walked a mile. This is way too fast though, because I'm on a 2nd floor. I feel bad if I'm walking that fast. I'm like, downstairs neighbors might be able to hear me and I don't want them to get mad. Gimme Ghoul Open. I feel like Gimme Ghoul Open is not good. But we do run 4 gimmies. But I mean, Air Balloon actually is not too bad. Never mind, this is bad. This is fine. This is fine. Oh wait, this is actually a great open here. Hold up a second. Unless they play down like Jamming Tower turn 1, this is a great open. Alright, got my mile. Alright, I'm gonna move this while they do their turn. Alright, we got Zard. And Artisan. Big fan of Artisan. For my own uses. Is it my turn? It's my turn. Alright, first things first. What's Artisan? Oh! Hey, never mind. I was like, wait a second, where's Maridon? I don't know that I really need Maridon, because that's Rock Scouting. So I don't really need to put Maridon down. Do I still want to go? I think I still want to set up an amp. Because I can amp one of these guys next turn. I think that's still better. That's still best. Rock Scouting for... I don't know what for. For Joltik. I mean, obviously for Joltik. I mean, I guess Joltik and Hands. For Joltik and Hands, Nest Ball for Genesect. To get those guys. Wait, I need to get to active. I have Air Balloon. I have Air Balloon to get to active. So I don't need Latios. So I do have Air Balloon to get into active. I think we go ahead and put down Genesect. Grab out 2 Gimme Ghouls, or 2 Goldangos. Bend the deck a little bit for our next turn, because next turn I would love to grab a Boss or Prime. And then we go for a Jolting Charge. Putting a 2/2 onto hands. Alright, that's pretty good first turn. I feel pretty good about that turn. I don't hate that turn. I feel like that was a pretty good combo of a turn. Probably another Charmander down. Oh, or a Cleffa to go for a Grasping Draw. Yo, I'd really love to get a Boss. Boss Charmander would feel real good here. Or again, Prime Catcher. So also Arven. So also Arven. Do we put down another Gimme Ghoul? Surely we do. We have another Guard Goldango in there, so yeah, absolutely we do. That's not great. Yo, I need my monitor to stop being a bad quality. Oh! It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have I looked at the 17th place Polt list? I have not. I will look at it right now. Straight Polt. Dreepy, Drakloak, Monkey Dories, Pseudo Wudo, Cornerstone, Maractus. This looks very similar to what Tord was playing. At least as far as the Maractus and the Pseudo Wudo. It's very interesting. I've seen a lot of it pop up on live after like day 2. It sucks. Like the amount of just like people or the amount of decks that are playing it. The Cornerstone was fake, but that's what I'm saying. Like it sucks how like they have 2 different Pokemon in there. Like especially like when I was playing Dango, I still won because you can get there fairly easily with Turo. At least with Dango specific, at least the people I were playing into, they may have been new to it, whatever. And the version of Dango I was playing, Cornerstone, again, doesn't really do a lot to. But like, it sucked how much I had to play around that level of cornering. The Pseudo Wudo's wild. Would have never expected to see that. Music in the background, but it's Corner from Phoenix Wright. Yo, a Hero's Cape? But you jamming towered. You jamming towered. Why are you putting down the Hero's Cape? You jamming towered. You jammed. What are you doing? What are you doing? Though what allows you to deck out Guardian under certain circumstances because of the resistance of attackers, but also does damage to the Genesect to it. Yeah, it's really wild. I don't hate it. I think we just draw 3 cards and then gear for... Wait, what Goldang am I playing? How many Arvins? This plays 4 Arvins? Surely we can find an Arvin digging down 10 cards. Surely we can find an Arvin digging down 10 cards. Surely we can find an Arvin digging down 10 cards. Wait, do we thin first? Yeah. And also, let's see how many Arvins that are in the deck right now. 3 Arvins are in the deck. Or Petrol, actually. So yeah, we have four cards. 4 cards that get us what we want. Five is true, 5, because we could just hit the... Turo isn't what I wanted. What I want... Turo is fine. Turo is fine. Turo is fine. But I wanted Prime Catcher. That's why I wanted Arvin or Petrol, because I wanted to kill the Charmander again, so that way they can't power up the Chi-Yu. But Turo is, again, fine, because it still puts us... Like, we're in a pretty solid prize lead. It's going to be very difficult for them to recover that, but I was really hoping to be able to Prime Catcher. But this is fine. This works. Let's go and attach an energy there to threaten it. Latias, because if they put any of these guys up, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think we need to put anything down right now. Yep. Greedy? Not greedy, just hopeful. It is very greedy, though. It is very greedy. Watch me grab an Arvin. Dude, this monitor is like freaking out on me. Okay, maybe it's fine. I think this cable, the cable for my monitor where chat is bad. Every time I raise and lower my desk, it like glitches out real bad. You got the Turo acting mad. Yeah, but like, think about how great it would... I just really wanted to punish them for Heroes caping while they had a jamming tower and just remove it all together. I just really wanted to punish that. But here's the thing. Right now, they kill Iron Hands. You put 4 energy in the discard as Superior and back, I take the kill. Cape was correct. I mean, it's correct, but I also want to punish it. I want to kill the Cape before it's useful. But I mean, right now, Unless there's hand disruption. Unless there's hand disruption, we're good. That's true. Prime in deck is still good. But I mean, even if they had 2 Charmanders down, I think Turo is 1000% the play. Because it keeps Prime in deck. But with only 1 Charmander, I mean, it keeps them from being able to power up a Chi-Yu. But they still attack with Charizard here. If they just announce the attack here, we just win. But they do have the Iono. I mean, the Iono doesn't completely lose it for us. It depends on the 2 cards we see here. And we still get draw. Lavincia is great because now I can send up Goldango with the balloon. I recover 2 lightning. And I get to see a total of 4 cards before I gear to potentially find Arven. Potentially find... I mean, there's a lot of stuff we can find here. Because that's 3 cards in the discard. But we can get the total of 5 back, so we're going to send you up. Boss's Order doesn't get us there without more energy. Arven also technically doesn't get us there without more energy. Let's coin bonus off you first. Because we only have 5, so we can only hit 250. But I also need to be able to recover both of those. So I need a good hit off the coin bonus here. Trying to think what else we could grab here. Trying to think what else gets us there. Because Arven for Prime, obviously, is good. But it doesn't get us there because we don't have enough damage to kill. I mean, do we Brox for the Fez? And just hope to draw into... Like, is that the play there? Brock, like, going for Fez? Petrol doesn't get us anything, because, again, recovering 3, we're only hitting 250. I think we have to hit... I think we just have to hit it off the Fez. I think we truly just have to hit it off the Fez. Just put something else into our hand. We need to hit Superior Prime or Earthen Vessel Prime. No, we have to hit Superior Prime. I think that's genuinely 1000% what we have to hit. I think it doesn't matter what the second card we grab is. I think the second card can truly be anything. We're not going to binge it, but I think it's just... alright, give me something useful. Cool, nothing helpful. Nothing useful. We could go ahead and punch 100. Because they don't take the knockout, so they have to attack with this guy, so we just punch 100. We can recover it next turn anyways. Yeah. No reason not to punch 100. They can't take game here. We're fine. They could bump the stadium, but, I mean, we only have 5 energy in discard, so it's not like we'd be recovering much anyways. I did forget about the monkey for the 30 move over, but I don't think it matters. Because they're at an awkward... Or they're not... It's not awkward. They're at a not... 0-0 or 5-0 health, so I don't think the 30 matters much. Maybe it does. Maybe the 30 does matter. I think it does, actually. Because they're at 430. If they were like 420, I don't think it would matter. But I think the 10 does matter. Because we still have to hit... Yeah, it does matter, actually. Because we still have to hit 360, which we cannot hit. So yeah, that did matter. Because we only had to hit 330, which was 1 energy less. So we now need 1 energy more for the knockout than we did need. Okay. Cool. Cool. Did not hit anything. We still get, again, big card draw here. Could definitely hit all the cards we need. Is absolutely a world where we hit all the cards that we need. There's one of them. Is that all the cards we need? I think so. That's all the cards we need. Yeah, that's all the cards we need. Cool. That's all the cards we need. And 300 for game. Okay, this deck's kind of fun. Okay, this deck's kind of crazy. Obviously, can lose easily, but this deck's kind of fun. That's kind of cool. That is definitely a fun way to like reach knockouts. I don't know if I love it more than just regular like Goldango. But that is cool. That is a cool deck. I don't hate it, I'll tell you that. I would always love to know like these decks like with the players who do really well. I'm sure there's still something though. Like this guy won Worlds. They got first place. I'm sure that they were thinking though at the end like I could probably change this card or this card to make this an even stronger. Like I wonder how often, for instance, like the Turo actually came into play versus like Penny. I don't know, because I guess they could have trapped last game. They could have trapped a Dango inactive over the Genesect, and obviously Penny can't pick up the Dango trapped inactive, so maybe it's better. I don't know. All right, we do have energy and we do have Joltik. Am I going first or second? I'm going second. We could put this down just to make sure we don't get poisoned, but I feel like no one's been playing poison recently. And I just don't want to put it down. No, what is this? What is this nonsense? No! Not machinations! What? I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. Trying to put a lot of cards in my hand. I'll take 2 of them. There we go. Just because I want to get set up. Just because I want to make sure I can set up. Double thorns. Okay, what do we go for? I guess Pikachu actually is the play here. Because we punch 300, we recover off Levincia, we set up 2 guys. Or two like Dangos to be backup punchers. We just attach all 4 energy to Pikachu to discard it, to recover it. I don't hate that. I do hate, though, that we're going to attach a metal to Joltik. I wish we could attach anything else. With this in play, Pokemon with no rule block, with a rule box, have no abilities. So, I mean, that just means they can punch Pikachu and not, but I mean, they can't one-shot Pikachu anyways. So it doesn't really matter. But it does mean Metallic Signal, Flip the Script, Tandem Unit, Latias's Skyliner ability, all of those are turned off. which will make things a little bit more awkward on that front. Is there anything else I want to grab? I think we'll just throw away the Nest Ball just to make sure Machinations can't hurt us. I mean, I would grab a Genesect if it wasn't Thorns, but since Thorns is there... And I don't think Hands does anything for us, so I guess just grab another Gimme Ghoul. How many... All three of our Dangos are there, so I guess, yeah. I guess that's fine. And a little Jolting Charge. We still do need to hit Metal Energy. I mean, we can retreat and Superior back the one Metal, but that would feel kind of bad. That would feel really bad. Radar. Quad Thorns! Quad Thorns! Oh, perfect. Earthen Vessel. Cool. And a Goldango. They are going to kill Joltik, which is fine. But I don't have to use a Superior Energy to get it back. Because I can Vessel to get it back. Man, you really hurt that Joltik. You really punched that Joltik hard. Bum, 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 bum. I'll probably just put... Actually, we Brock scouting for another Dango. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, wait, we can't coin bonus. Oh, I'm stupid. I was for some reason thinking it was basics. I was for some reason thinking it was basics, but that's fine. I mean, they can still attack. They can still attack. I was thinking it was basics that, I was thinking it was basics that didn't have abilities. But they can still attack, which is primarily what we want them for. Primarily, we want them to attack. We'll leave the Metal Energy on there because we do have Metal in discard already if we need to recover it for Dango. And right now I just have to attach Electric and I can punch. Machinations doesn't even hurt us right here either. Because we'll just get rid of Gear and 2 energy. Oh, Luxray's here. What does Luxray even do? 180 damage? That's not great. Yo, thanks for the Levincia. Yo, thanks for that recovery. Thanks for that recovery. I'll grab back 2 Metal Energy, or 2 Electric Energy and attack with Pikachu. Is Crispin an option for them to be able to even attack this turn? I feel like Boss's orders could have been pretty good to stall me. Because right now I just get to punch you. Unless you grab Crispin. Again, I have no idea what this person is playing. Like, Quad Thorns I haven't seen in a minute. So I don't know what all it plays. I know Machinations is in there for whatever reason. I wonder if it's just a one-off copy. No, they do grab the Crushing Hammer. So they are going to attempt to disrupt me that way. But it fails. But again, even if they did disrupt me that way, I would just retreat into Goldango and kill them that way. So I'm not even that concerned. Because I'll just kill you with Goldango. You miss again! Just concede. Just concede. What are you doing? Just concede. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now you're not inactive, so I can coin bonus. Now you're not inactive, so I can coin bonus. Petrol for... None of them is a 1-cost retreat, though. That's the only negative. I mean, I guess we bench Fezandipity. Or Genesect. We bench Fezandipity, because Fezandipity is a 1. Or no, we grab Arven. We grab Arven, not Pet. We grab Arven because we can also grab Air Balloon. What am I talking about? What am I doing? What am I doing? Prime Catcher this up. Retreat back into Pikachu. Punch it. I thought we used our coin bonus, but it's fine. Alright, we'll recover the energy just in case they disrupt this for what... Actually... Maybe grabbing energy is not good in case of an Iono. It's actually better in the discard. Never mind. It's actually better in the discard. Because I want to be able to recover it, clean up with Goldango. Boss would have been probably better there to keep Prime in there. But, I mean, I think we're fine. Another one! You put down another Iron Thorns. Not the Tool Scrapper. Anything but the Tool Scrapper. I guess we Arven for... Okay, actually, Air Balloon just does it for us. Alright. I was like, maybe we Arven for Latias. I think we still Arven for Latias so we can leave the Air Balloon on Dango. Even though I don't think it matters anymore. I think we just get the kills. I don't think any of it matters anymore. But I think thinning the deck... I think thinning the deck is definitely just... Oh, wait, no, Latias is prize. Latias is prize, never mind. But again, thinning the deck is always a good time. Never sad to thin the deck. They could Machinations me here, but I mean, I'm so happy to discard a good majority of these cards. A good majority of these cards I will happily discard with not a frown on my face. So that's okay. I don't think there's anything else I need to do here. Yeah. Here's your other hands. What a silly Quad Thorns deck. Iono. Yeah. Iono to 1. Oh, yeah. Iono to Goldango. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see 6 cards next turn. I got 5. We just need an energy. That's all we need is just 1 energy. And because we get to recover the 2 here, we just need 1 energy. Wow, look at how big our hand is. I don't think Petrol or Arven matters, but we'll grab Earthen Vessel. Do I have any more energy in here? Ooh, I do not. So we'll grab a Superior Energy Retrieval. And then just to really... okay, I was gonna really just grind it in there and grab 2 more energy too. Because, like, what do you play? What do you do? What do you do in playing this? What is that even good against right now? Like, Quad Thorns. Because, like, I feel like it does nothing against Dragapult. I feel like it does... I mean, it kind of hurts Charizard because Charizard doesn't get their power. I guess it really hurts Charizard, but even then Charizard can manually attach over a couple turns, and the Dust Skulls, they can pop 2 Dust Skulls or just Pop 2 Dust Skulls, kill it. And then a manual attachment over 2 turns. So I guess it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't really hurt Charizard. What is I don't know what Iron Thorns really... Does it hurt Guardy that much? I guess, yeah, I guess it does really hurt Guardy. Because it turns off Gardevoir's ability to accelerate energy. So I guess it really hurts that. But it doesn't really even hurt Goldango all that much. Like regular Goldango. Because all it turns off the coin bonus, sure. But I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it is good. Maybe it's not fake. Maybe it's real. Maybe it's the best deck to ever see play. Alright, I'm going first. Not with this hand, I'm not. Bum, bum, bum. 2 mollies. Alright, I have Buddy Poffin, 2 Nest Balls. We can get set up here, which is pretty nice. Potentially a mirror match. Let's Nest Ball first. Gladius is indeed there. Gladius is indeed real. Want to leave a single prizer inactive. I mean, they can get an attack off their first turn anyways. We can go ahead and put Joltik inactive. Buddy Poffin for 2 Gimme Ghouls. I don't think we need Miraidon down. Especially because I already have hands here. So I think we can use a Nest Ball for Joltik and we'll be fine. Next turn we can also Brock Scouting to grab like Genesect if we need it, or Pikachu, or like whatever. And we can't have all those guys down at the same time. I really hate that we had to open Iron Hands. That's more so what I hate. Is that we had to open Iron Hands. I don't think there's a bad reason to leave anything inactive here, because I mean, Dango, if it's just straight Dango, it can't really do anything to us. Although if it's straight Dango, I feel like they would have wanted to go first. They just grabbed a Nest Ball. Okay, maybe this is mirror match. It's Miraidon, I guess, coming off the Nest Ball here. Okay, just Joltik. They have multiple Nest Balls, okay. Alright, so this is better. They're in a much better position than we are. Because they will Jolting Charge first. And they will be able to amp our Joltik. Huh. I think we do grab Genesect here. Set up these 2 guys to make sure they don't get amped. Put Fez in hand. We'll play down the Genesect. Oh no! We didn't prize check! Oh, whoopsie daisy. Well, that right there is what we call a whoopsie daisy. That right there is what we call a whoopsie daisy. Because whoopsie daisy. Big whoopsie daisy. Big whoopsie daisy. I'm considering attaching an energy. Let's attach an energy. I'm thinking just like put an extra energy in discard. From when they amp this 2 energy in the discard. I think that could be cool. Potentially go for I mean, honestly, low-key, put all the energy on Joltik. Have them amp, put all that energy away. Our Dango goes up. We recover all that energy, punch it.
mean, honestly, best case scenario here, in a better world, had we had 2 Dangos, we just leave the 4 energy on their Iron Hands. We put all of our energy on Joltik, let it die. And then just Prime Catcher. That could have been cool. That could have been really cool. Thank you very much. I mean, I can still take 2 prizes here with my own amp. I can take it on their Gimme Ghoul. I don't care about their Joltik. I'll leave their Joltik and play all day. We'll go and attach this energy just so it's there. I mean, they could also prime and kill our Gimme Ghoul real bad. 50 plus 70. Does that get it out of range, actually? No, that puts it directly at 120. That's how math works. That's what we call math. That's what we call math. I could recover 2 energy and be hitting 250, which doesn't really do anything except put their energy in discard. Whereas right now, their out is to kill Gimme Ghoul. Which I do hate that that's their out. And I do hate that we had to Prime Catcher this early. But, you know, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. And this also leaves us with another amp target. Was hoping to hit one of the Gimme Ghouls. We had 2 in the prize cards. We hit neither. Let's see what they come up with. They do just send up the hands. They're looking for a boss. I mean, a boss puts them in such a nice position. Boss puts them in such a good position. Da-da-da-da-dum. And they get some decent draw here to get it. There's boss for the Gimme Ghoul. Okay, so we're gonna leave this energy in play. And we're gonna leave hands in play. Actually, I feel like we have to send up hands. I feel like we send up hands for the Fez draw first, and we can always flip into Dango if we hit big things. Because right now we're with the recovery off of a superior, we're doing 250. If I can hit 1 more energy. And boss. And we boss their Goldango. Or even right now, because right now they don't have any energy and they have nothing they can punch. So they would have to Turo this to be able to get the energy there, but I would rather just kill the Goldango. I think killing the Goldango is stronger, but it's not the option we have. So I think we just take we just take 2 prizes. I mean, if they have Turo, they have Turo. To recover their energy. If they can recover their energy, they can recover their energy. Or, but, you know, we'll see if they have it. I would have preferred to kill the Goldango there because that just requires them to have so much more. It requires them to get another Dango and metal energy. Oh, duh, they don't have Latius in play, so they just recover the 4 energy. Yeah. My eyes saw the pink Gimme Ghoul over there. Yeah, I just needed to hit 1 more, and it probably would have been better. I mean, yeah, in that position, I think it would have been better just to go for the Dango and just hope to hit the energy. Yeah, GG's. I mean, in mirror matches, typically whoever takes the first 2 prizes are typically going to win it. We don't play any hand disruption. Yeah, this deck doesn't play any hand disruption, so yeah, I think our hopes there. Like I said, if we would have just hit energy, so that's why I think it probably would have been better to put Goldango in active before we probably started with Dango in active to do the coin bonus. I don't know. That definitely would have been better because it would have required them to get another Dango into active. Yeah, a lot of things that would have required them to get there. I guess that's also why it's better. I mean, we had to bench Latias because we opened hands in active. But if you can stay away from benching the Latias, that's just better overall. They're going second. We're going first. Right now, we don't have a strong open. I mean, we have a strong... If we had a strong going second open, this is a great going second open. But they could just straight up end the game. They don't need a lot to be able to end the game here. Crispin and Sparkling Crystal gets them game. That's crazy. Do you have it? Then that deck. Absolutely, they're going to run for it. I don't blame them at all. Do you have a Mew? Potentially a Mew to get in play? What? Why would you attach energy? Ends plan, maybe? Or just energy switch? I mean, they might not play Crispin. I don't know what this deck is, because also we just saw Armor Rouge go in. This could just be... Is this just Ho-Oh Box, actually? So maybe they can't... This is just Ho-Oh Box. Or Armor Rouge Box, whatever it's called. So, I don't think they play Crispin. So I guess an energy switch is the only way they could have gotten it. Man, they're... On their first turn of the game... They have went through half of their deck. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Just to motivate. They are feeling motivated. Hands actually goes kind of hard here. Because an Amp You Very Much gets me 3 prizes off of Wellspring and 3 prizes off of Squawk. So Amp goes kind of hard here. I think we definitely do want to Arven. Definitely want to Arven to get the board set up otherwise. I don't know that we want to set up... I mean, actually, we could set up 1 Gimme Ghoul. No, it does 120 to the bench. I thought it was 100 to the bench. It does 120 to the bench, so they wouldn't survive it. 1 would survive it, but that would give them a 2-prize turn. I don't know how much we want to give them a 2-prize turn. Whereas instead, we could just put down... I don't know, that's tough. I feel like Gimme Ghoul is pretty important here, but it would give them a 2-prize turn. Amp only does 120, that is correct. But they are both weak to electric. So it hits for weakness. Hits for weakness, which it gets the knockout. So we actually are hitting for 240 on both of these guys. So right now I'm telling them, if you send up Wellspring Ogerpon and you take 2 prizes, I'm going to take 3 prizes. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that's resistance. Yeah, you're good, you're good. They could put Legacy Energy here, which they do play Legacy, but even then if they play Legacy, I still take 2 prizes, so I'm not going to be that upset about it. Now, it is kind of ballsy to put down the 2 Gimme Ghouls, because they can take at least one of them. But I would really like to get at least one Goldango established. They recover their Armourouge here, which does allow them, I think it's called Fire Off. Yes, it is. It allows them to move fire energy around as much as they want. This Prism energy here on Squawkability counts as every energy as long as it's attached to a basic Pokemon, which it is. So it does count as fire energy for the requirement of Armourouge's Fire Off. And it also counts as water energy for Wellspring Ogerpon's attack. So they have Latias, they can free retreat into Wellspring, move the energy, and they can take their 2 prizes. Or they could put 2 energy onto I was gonna say onto Terapagos and go that way. Where they can put all 3 on Squawkabilly? What? What? I mean, they could still move it again, but maybe they're just doing an action to give themselves time to think. What? Bum, bum. All right, chat, we're almost to 23 soft resets. That's pretty exciting. I've been really bad about resetting tonight. They're going to boss's order Iron... Oh, I was going to say Iron Hands. And they're going to put all 3 on and Frenzy Gouging and kill Iron Hands. Probably would have been better. That probably would have been a stronger turn. Get all my energy off the board. That would have been pretty cool. Instead, they're just going to take out both my Gimme Ghouls, which sucks. Would have liked to keep my Gimme Ghouls. Would have enjoyed keeping them. Did I mean to say 2,300? Wait, what did I say? What did I say? 2,300, right? I'm not crazy. That's the number. That's the number we're about to hit, right? You up? Good top deck. Good top deck. Bad top deck. Bad top deck. I mean, it's a fine top deck. Is it? Is this a fine top deck? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It's not a super strong top deck. I've definitely seen better top decks. I've definitely seen better top decks. Do we kill the Armourouge? We could kill the Armourouge, which would really slow them down. We take 1 prize for killing the Armourouge, but it would really slow them down. They would need to reset it up. They would need to reset it up. Otherwise, right now, they have no way to move energy around. And right now, I have a really, really weak turn. Because they can just move energy to Frenzy Gouging and kill Iron Hands. So I think we have to give up the multi-prize turn. So that way we can just slow them down. I would have loved to take a 3-prize turn there. But I think this is the stronger turn, is to just slow them down. Now, if they get a couple guys down and place 1 energy, they do still knock out. Oh, I should have attached the Bravery Charm. No! I should have attached the Bravery Charm. What a misplay. That was a big misplay, chat. Should have attached the Bravery Charm. Should have attached the Bravery Charm. That was a bit of a whoopsie daisy on my part. Big whoopsie daisy on my part. Should have attached. Because, right, they're doing 30, 60, 90. Wow. Ah! I had Bravery Charm in hand. What a misplay. What a horrific misplay. What a horrific misplay. Maybe we should have just taken the 3 prizes. What a horrific misplay. Actually, do I want Brock Scouting here? No, I can't Brock Scouting. I can't Arven either. What am I doing? What am I doing? Nest Ball. Nest Ball from Miraidon to get hands. We reestablish hands. Oh man, that's awful. What terrible gameplay. Actually, I don't think it matters. I mean, they got an 8-card hand. They probably have it. They probably have game. But just in case they don't have game. Because Frenzy Gouging, it doesn't matter. It just kills everything. Yeah, I mean, it even kills Pikachu. So yeah, we're just kind of that was just a gigantic misplay. A gigantic misplay. And we don't have enough energy to. And we just set up Pikachu. That was such a such a misplay. Show me the boss just so I can concede. Boss's game. Just show me the boss so I can concede. We're so far behind at this point that I don't know how we recover. I don't see the recover. Okay, Ultra Ball for the Armor Rouge, but maybe they don't have it. Maybe they don't have the Armor Rouge. There's at least 2 in discard. Maybe they don't have it. I don't know how many they play. I would assume they play more than 2. It's the whole way their deck functions. All right, show me the boss. Just show me the boss. Do the boss first. Do the boss first so I can concede. Bum. Yo, why are you still taking actions? Do you just not have it? 2,300, 2,300 resets. Yeah, they just go into Squawk. Okay, so they just don't have it. But they're gonna motivate to kill the Joltik. That's cool. And here's the thing, chat. We send up Pikachu. We take our grand knockout. I mean, Calamity Storm is what we have to kill. Anything else, I mean, they still need boss for game. So what I need to do is to set up. I needed Goldango set up here, and we did not get Goldango set up. Desperately needed Goldango set up here, and it did not happen. I mean, I guess I could Lavincia and collapse their side. We'll see what they discard. I imagine probably Wellspring, Terapagos maybe. Make it so maybe they'll keep. I don't know. They might not keep Terapagos. If they have another Area 0 in hand, it might not matter. We Prime Catcher and we kill Roaring Moon, so that way they just can't kill Pikachu. We leave Pikachu inactive. We attach for turn here. I mean, we'll need 2 attachments. Oh, okay, they got rid of that guy. Okay. Cool. Did not expect them to get rid of Roaring Moon. What do I want to kill here, then? You? I don't know what I want to kill here. I mean, nothing. It doesn't matter what I kill. That's the thing. It just doesn't matter what I kill. They have so many good options. They have so many good options to bring things back, and I am in just such an awful position that it just doesn't matter. If we could have gotten a Gimme Ghoul down this turn,
There's a world where we could have been in a better position for next turn. The misplay on the Bravery Charm is just going to haunt me for the rest of the night. Just the rest. Not even the rest of the night. Probably for the next just half hour, and then I'll stop thinking about it. Bum, bum. They get the Area Zero back. So now they just need a bunch. Oh, they just need Hyper Blower. Sure. All right, I'm gonna go grab some water while they get their kill. Did I get their kill yet? What are they waiting on? What are they waiting on? You should have kept that vessel. You should have kept that vessel to discard another card. To make the best use of your restart. Yeah, that would have been you would have had an empty hand. You would have restarted for 3. They just need one more Pokemon. Oh, and a research. It was probably a research. That's probably why they didn't get rid of it. All right, GG, friend. I mean, we could have Bravery Charm there to stop it, but I mean, we didn't have a response. We didn't have a response there. We just played poorly from the beginning there. You're welcome for the practice with your new deck. I hope you enjoyed the practice. All right, we're going to play one more game here before we wrap up for the night. We're going to play one more game here before we wrap up for the night. I think we're going to play... I mean, we're just going to run this back, I think. Pretty fun. Could try out the Cerulean option. The Cerulean version is kind of fun, but I want to run this back one more time. We'll try that out another night this week. I am potentially going to a challenge tomorrow. I think I'm just going to play the Dango that I've been playing, though. Just because that's what I've had the most practice with. What I feel the most confident with. Although this deck's pretty fun. I don't know how well this does in, like, versus Goldango itself. I'm actually curious what the first place, like, what their entire, like, this person's deck, what was their, opening Genesect, gross. Wait, is this another Armarouge? No, it's Combustion. All I saw was a fire type. That didn't look like Charizard. What was their... Can I look at their matches? Oh no, we need to go to the Limitless Lab for that. Wow, both of those are better cards. I go in first or second? First, okay, so it doesn't matter. I do want to try and figure out what they went up against. Joltik, Gimme. Latias is there. Hands is what we're going to be charging up next turn. We'll attach that there. I mean, if they disrupt the hand and we lose Arven, I feel like we need to put Latias down. But I also don't want to put down Latias. Feel really bad. We only have one air balloon. I feel really bad if we got stuck in active. It
feel really bad. Let's go and put Joltik up. Actually, it might have been better to leave Genesect inactive there. In case they go a bit Badoo, so that way we have no damage on our side of the board. That probably would have been better. Alright, so first place seniors. They beat Miraidon, they beat Goldengo, Charizard, Dragapult, Dusknoir, Grimmsnarl, Frostlass. Then they tied into Top Cut. Then they beat Goldengo, beat Dragapult, beat Raging Bolt, beat Zoroark. Okay, hold up a second. This kid didn't lose. That's crazy. I didn't realize they did an undefeated run. Yeah, Iono, so it was better to get down to Latias. What a run for them. What an absolute full run. So it does beat down. I'm just trying to think how it... I mean, I guess it does beat Dango because you still get to set up an iron... I mean, it's the same thing that you do. You amp one of theirs because they don't want to put down a 2-prizer, especially if they're going first. You know, they go first. You set up. I guess it's not too bad. All right, we're just going to set up damage here. I don't think there's really anything we need to do here other than just thin the deck. Evolve our guys. Draw some cards. If I get Metal Energy, I'm not against attaching Metal Energy just to get it prepped. But otherwise, I think I'm okay just Jolting Charge. I don't think there's anything else I want to do here. Bum, bum. Hold boss, hold prime. Yeah, I think we're fine here. Don't want to overreach. Check how many we have. 3 metals in there. It's looking pretty good. And just set up hands. I'm pretty sure the way this deck functions across from his Combuskin just allows them to recover energy. So I'm pretty sure our goal is to just target down Dreepies. I don't think we have anything else we need to do other than target down Dreepies. But I mean, again, taking two prizes is great. That's totally fine. If we're just taking 2 prizes, take 2 prizes all day. I wouldn't mind getting Latias off the field so that way we could potentially retreat and get energy in the discard. That would feel nice. Arven, what are you Arvening for here? Maybe an Ultra Ball? Earthen Vessel? Oh, Team Evo. Team Evo, Earthen Vessel. Evo, both of those Dreepies actually feels pretty good. And the energy off of the Torchic, you can always just recover later with Combustion. This is the baby Blaziken, which does the discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's benched. Also does. So, okay, you do 120 to active, 120 to bench. That's pretty cool. Kind of a Wellspring angle. If you can set it up fast enough. Doesn't really do a lot to our deck right here, though. It actually could, with Joltik in play, get Dango inactive. It kills... Does it kill Dango, actually? Is it only 120 to active? Oh, never mind. It's only 240 total, so never mind. It doesn't kill. But it kills Genesect. That's pretty cool. Oh, they only got 1? Aw, Bud, you only got 1? That's crazy. Yo, can I get some of that metal energy? I just wanna set them up. No, I'm sure you can. That's fine. We're just gonna retreat boss. Retreat boss, call it a day. Give me a Dracloak. Or did they use one of theirs? Oh, I think they used one on Combuskin, which is pretty bad. You definitely need to set up those Dreepies. The Dracloaks. That's definitely more important than the Combuskin. It sure was. Definitely more important to get those Dracloaks set up, especially since I could just target one down. I don't know if they play Rare Candy. They might play Rare Candy. I don't know. I feel like this is not a good Dragapult list. Like, the Combuskin doesn't, or the Blaziken doesn't feel very good. Combuskin's their middle stage. I don't know why I keep calling it Combuskin. Blaziken EX just doesn't feel very good. Alright, so no hand disruption, unless they play Unfair Stamp. But I feel like... Well, no, they don't play Neo Upper Energy, else they would have grabbed it right there. Rare Candy for the Blaziken. Interesting. I mean, I guess they could Counter Catcher and kill a Dango. But that doesn't feel very strong. Because Hands is still a threat. Because that is what their ability does, right? Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Yeah. A flip of a scrippy. I mean, they could just kill both of my Goldangos and put me in an awkward spot. But if they kill one of them, then we just set up a second one. Or, I guess, a third one at that point. Nice stretcher for Dracloak. Evolve Dreepy to Dracloak. They could also just punch Iron Hands for 200 to set up a potential multi-price turn down the line. That could also be the play. Because they do have the energy in the discard that they can put onto Blaziken. Only once per turn, right? Once per... Yeah, once per Blaziken EX. So all three of them could bring out 3 energy per turn, which is kind of cool. But again, I feel like just Neo Upper Energy is just a stronger way to get it. Yeah, so they just hit 200 here. So we're just gonna boss kill their Dracloak and just put them in a very awkward position. Probably go ahead and attach the air. Thank you for the metal energy. We'll attach the metal energy there. We'll attach the air balloon there. That way they're both beneficial to me when something happens. And we'll just take out the other Loke. And we're in a very good board state here. Because again, they can Counter Catcher and kill one of our Goldangos with their Blaziken. They could also just kill our Iron Hands here. If they kill our Iron Hands here, Superior Energy, that's our path out. Or Prime Catcher is still a route. If there's no hand disruption, then we can just Prime Catcher. And if there's no hand disruption and like they kill Goldango, then we just Prime Catcher, Torchic, or Monkey Dory for game. If they kill Iron Hands, then and there's no hand disruption, we Prime Catcher Pheasantipity and recover energy to kill with Goldango. Now, if they disrupt our hand, then it depends on what we can pull into next turn. They'll take a kill. Hopefully, we're able to get a way to get down Fez. And if they kill our Iron Hands, killing Iron Hands is if our hand gets disrupted, then I hope Iron Hands is who goes down, because that gives us the most amount of draw power off of the Dangos. But I mean, we're just in such a strong board position here. Benching the 4th Torchic feels bad. That feels bad. Because you could evolve Torchic out of range, right? No, never mind. Combuskin only has 100 HP, so it's not out of range of an Ampy very much. So yeah, they're definitely have to kill Amp. Why would you grab Dragapult there? There are no Dracloaks, there are no Dreepies in play, and you've bench locked yourself out of that. Okay, there is the hand disruption. What are our 2 cards? Metal Energy and Arven. Arven gets Prime or Superior, depending on what we top deck and then can draw off of Goldango. They will kill probably the Dango with energy. That would make the most sense. And if that's the case, that's just game, because now we just Arven for Prime Catcher. Cool. That is great. That is fantastic news. Love everything about that. Great way to end the stream with a win. And GG's. I'll take it. Wasn't the best Dragapult deck I've seen. Because again, I don't like the Blaziken. Just doesn't feel like a worthwhile engine in this deck because Neo Upper Energy just feels so strong. Like I feel like Dragapult isn't really a deck that you find yourself wanting a way to accelerate energy. I mean, I guess it's kind of interesting to be able to one-shot Goldangos. I guess that's something, but I don't know. But yeah, that was the couple of Dango lists I wanted to check out. I was planning to play Pipers more because I thought it'd be more, but honestly, I was really interested by this Joltik one. This Joltik list is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool list. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's something I would want to like play. I don't know. It's something I would need to play around with more. But I think it's a really cool list. When next I stream, though, I do want to check out the Charcadet list. I think that's a super interesting like option to close up, and I do want to check out some of these Charizard lists, and I still want to play some Flareon box. I haven't really played much of that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. A little bit of a shorter stream. I mean, 2 hours, 18 minutes. I mean, it's not a short stream, pretty normal stream. Time to get, yeah, I need a list of all the stuff I want to play around with from Worlds. I definitely want to try one of these Dracloak lists at some point. But I mean, Dragapult right now is, I'm not super interested in it. I'm not saying it's not a good deck. It is one of the deck. Dragapult consistently gets to top cut. But I don't know. I really want to try out one of these Charizard lists. I want to play around with Charizard with decks. I played Charizard a couple weeks back. Yeah, when I played it a couple weeks back, it was not one with Duskbolt. Not Duskbolt, with Dusknoir. And the Charizard with the Dusknoir is just so powerful. It just powers itself. I think it's really good. So I want to play around with that. And yeah, that's it for me. I didn't even look at what the juniors. Oh yeah, juniors. The winning deck list was Raging Bolt, which I thought was really funny. Juniors 4th place was Milotic. That's crazy. Good for them. That's wild. That's wild. There was a Ethan's Typhlosion that got 47 from the juniors. Also, can we just take a second and just think about how wild it is that this first place player, this junior. So what is the junior Pokemon TCG junior division age? How old is this kid? Born in or after 2013. So this kid is under 12 years old and just won $50,000? Imagine being under 12 years old and winning $50,000. That's crazy. Absolutely wild. Like, that's why. And the second place kid won $30,000. So, like, again, imagine being like around 10 to 12 years old, playing playing card game, playing Pokemon cards, and winning $30,000. That's insane. Actually, the second place kid, I just clicked on their thing because I was like, I can't remember if second place was 30K. This year alone, from January 2025, they got 5th place and won $750. In February, won $3,000. Won another $750 at Vancouver, $1,000 at Atlanta, $2,500 at another regional, $700. This kid, dude, this kid is making bank. So it's so impressive to me, like seeing these kids like making all this money. 3rd place gets $20K, absolutely crazy. Obviously, the Masters get the same amount, and obviously, like an adult, like $50,000. Like you're thinking, like, oh, I can pay off cars, I can pay off debt. These kids, like those parents better be ready to put that money in some savings. Because again, if I was a kid winning $50K, I'd be like, yo, let's go buy everything. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, let's buy. How much candy can I buy? How many video games can I buy? I don't know. Like, my parents, I don't think would have known what to do with me at that age if I won $50,000. Crazy. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been great hanging out with you guys. I'm glad AC's back working. Stream should be back to normal. I said it in the Discord yesterday when I posted the stream schedule. There are no uploads this week. Next week, potentially, we're starting the new Pokemon game series, which is Pokemon Odyssey. I recorded the first video of it, the first episode. Seems pretty fun. Seems kind of interesting. You play as a protagonist who actually has dialogue, which is fun. And I like the world building so far, so I'm really excited to play more of that. And then the final 2 Town of Salem videos should also be out next week. I just have to edit them. I've just been putting it off because I've had so many people over lately. AC was broken last Wednesday. Got it fixed Thursday just in time for people to show up for D&D. Friday I was working and then also watching day 1. Saturday I had friends over and we were watching Top Cut and playing and like play testing. And then yesterday I was just watching Championship Sunday and like doing my weekend chores that I didn't do on Friday and Saturday. So I didn't really get a lot done this weekend, so the plan is to get that stuff done this week. But anyways, that's enough yapping for me. Again, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. It's been a great time, and I'll see you later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.